Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I know a lot of people might be afraid to play Resident Evil 7 or even watch a full gameplay. Well, you come to the right place, my friend, because I'm going to tell you the entire story of Resident Evil 7. Let's go. Hello everybody, welcome to Mr. Chris Gaming Story Time. Today I'm going to tell you a story of brave, loving husband desperately to find his missing wife and get himself involved into a series of horrible events that he could never imagine. So the story began with a lovely couple named Ethan Winters and Mia Winters. Mia Winters is a babysitter and one day she was missing. Ethan is so sad because his lovely wife gone missing for 3 years, and that is why you can see him crying in front of his laptop at the beginning of the game, watching old videos of Mia last sent to him. But one day he suddenly received an email from Mia, and the email only says, "Come get me at Louisiana." Ethan is so happy, he immediately drives all the way down to Louisiana because he chooses to believe the email and don't want to miss out any possible chance to find his wife. And when Ethan reached the place, it looks like some sort of abandoned forest with a big house in the middle. The front gate is locked, but that doesn't stop him from going in. He then moved to find another way around, and when he reached the cabin at the back, the door is open. But just right after Ethan goes in, the door shut immediately and lock him inside. Ethan have no choice but to walk further in, but all you see is just a dirty kitchen and it looks like it had been abandoned for years. But this doesn't scare Ethan at all. He began to touch around the place, trying to find any clues that could lead to Mia. Even open up a pot full of cockroaches come out. So disgusting.
Fuck!
And because of his brave curiosity, he found a video showing a group of people die inside a house while they're trying to film some horror show. And because of that video, Ethan found the secret door and leads him to a basement path. After getting a jump scare while Ethan crossing the flooded path, he reached a room and finally he found Mia.
Mia?
After waking up Mia, she was confused and scared, and she tells Ethan that she did not
Ethan?
ask him to
You
come.
alright?
You shouldn't be here.
What do you mean? You contacted me.
No, I wouldn't. Did I?
And then she quickly grabbed Ethan's hands, trying to help him get out from this place as fast as possible. But when they reach a room, Mia suddenly gone crazy and keep yelling at the wall, saying that should be a door right there. Ethan has no choice but to calm her down and try to look for a way out himself. While he was looking, suddenly Mia shouts again, and when Ethan goes back, she is gone. And then Ethan quickly chased after her and walked out the hallway, but after searching there is no sign of Mia anywhere. Later on, he hears somebody knocking the basement door, so he went back, but when Ethan opens the door, Mia suddenly pops out and starts attacking Ethan. This crazy woman keeps stabbing Ethan non-stop, but suddenly she stopped and knocked herself out. And just when Ethan thought it was over, Mia suddenly wakes up and asks for round 2. This time Ethan finally man up, he pick up an axe and start fighting back, and finally Mia is down. And then the phone rang. A girl named Zoe teach Ethan how to get away from the house. So Ethan followed her instruction and headed to the attic. But before Ethan even reached, Mia come back for round 3. And this time she freaking nails Ethan's hands to the wall with a fucking screwdriver and chop Ethan's hand off with a freaking chainsaw. Ethan screamed in pain and then he quickly picked up his hand and run to the attic, hoping to run away, but all he found is only a handgun. And at this moment, he knows that round 4 is coming. Because when Ethan tried to run up the ladder, that bitch jumped down from a window and asked for a rematch. After a few rounds of bullets, Ethan finally shoots the bitch down to the ground for good. But just when Ethan turned around, a man suddenly come out of nowhere and knock him out. And when Ethan wakes up, he found himself sitting with a strange group of people and saw some lady using a staple gun to put his hand back into one piece. That's right people, a staple gun. Not even a doctor needed. But Ethan doesn't have the time to bother all of this because this group of weird people in front of him is actually the estate owner, which is the Baker's family. Over here we have Mr. Baker, I'm gonna call him Daddy, And Mrs. Baker, I'm gonna call her as Mommy. They have a son named Lucas and also a daughter named Zoe. Yes, the one in the phone, and also she's the one who stapled back Ethan's hand. Aside from family, Ethan also saw a granny sitting along the dinner table. And during dinner, Lucas was being rude to Ethan, and suddenly Daddy got mad and cut off Lucas' hand in front of Ethan, showing him what is called table manner. And just when Daddy tried to force Ethan to eat those terrible food, the doorbell rings and saves the day. Ethan quickly tried to run away while they are gone, but suddenly Daddy pops out from the wall, and yes, he literally breaks the wall and starts chasing Ethan. And he even chopped off Ethan's legs with a freaking shovel. Poor Ethan. First is the hand and now is the leg. But Daddy is actually very kind. He left a bottle of magic water for Ethan and tell Ethan all he have to do is just to pick up his leg, pour the magic water, and voila, the leg instantly healed as good as new. Ethan have no time to be surprised because all he can think of now is just run. And then when Ethan finally managed to run away, he met a police at the window and Ethan was begging for help. But the police doesn't trust Ethan, so he asked Ethan to meet him at the garage. And while they are talking, Daddy suddenly shows up and chops off the police's head with his level 99 fucking shovel again. And when Daddy asked for round 2, Ethan have no time to play with Daddy, so Ethan jumped into a car and hit Daddy hard onto the wall, but that doesn't kill Daddy at all. Daddy jumped up to the car and started grabbing the wheel and gone full crazy, directing the car to hit the collapsed steel bar, and boom! Ethan survived, but Daddy is dead. But just so when Ethan thought he finally can run away from Crazy Daddy is not dead. The car is on fire, he is on fire, but he still can grab Ethan up, but luckily the car exploded again and hit Daddy. Ethan quickly took the chance, run to the ladder, tried to run away, but Daddy come back again. But this time Daddy is not asking for round 3, but instead he grabbed Ethan's gun and shot himself dead. And then when Ethan ran to the living room, the phone rings again. Zoe tells Ethan that he have to find a key if he want to leave the house. And then when Ethan start finding ways out from the house again, suddenly Daddy come back and asking for round 3. But Ethan quickly ran for his life instead of fighting him. And just when Ethan finally get the last part to unlock the front door, Daddy suddenly appeared again and asked for round 4. And this time Ethan got so angry and finally decided to fight back Daddy. He picked up a chainsaw, yes, the one that sliced Ethan's hand. It's now the ultimate weapon for him to beat Daddy. After a few rounds of battle, he finally sliced Daddy into half using the chainsaw. And once Ethan got out from the house, he found a caravan outside. When he goes in, the phone rings again. It's Zoe. Zoe congrats Ethan for beating his daddy, and this time she finally tells Ethan the truth about the family. The entire family was infected by some kind of virus and they can't leave the house without clearing the virus out. And to do so, they need some sort of serum, and the serum material could be obtained by searching Mommy's old house. Ethan then goes to the old house, try to look for the serum, but all he sees is a lot of big size bugs that will automatically attack Ethan. But the good thing is, Ethan found a flamethrower that could help along the way during his search. But when Ethan finally found Mommy slammed the door at him and asked him to go away. Apparently Mommy is much nicer compared to Daddy because Daddy is so crazy, keep asking for battle, but Mommy is just asked Ethan to stay away. But Ethan doesn't care, he burned the fucking door down and challenged Mommy because he really want to get the serum and get out from this place. Mommy gets angry and pushed Ethan into a hole, and when Ethan fight back with his flamethrower, Mommy accidentally dropped into the hole too. Ethan quickly ran to the room hoping to get the serum material, but all he found is just a recipe. And then the phone rings again, Zoe asking about the serum, and Ethan tells her that the serum required 2 pieces of body, the D-series head and arm. Zoe says she has the head, so Ethan have to find the arm. And when Ethan head back to the hole, Mommy transformed into a spider-looking monster and start running away. Ethan quickly chased down Mommy, challenged her for a fight because he know Mommy was hiding the arm on the 2nd floor of the house. And in order to open the room, he needs Mommy's precious lantern that she'd been holding all the time. And when Ethan finally kills Mommy, he got himself the lantern. He then unlocks a room on the second floor, and then he found a secret pathway that leads him to a D-serum arm. And right after Ethan gets the last piece of serum material, he head back to the van hoping to meet Zoe. But all he gets is just another phone call, and this time it's from Lucas, the brother. Lucas say that he have Zoe and Mia in captive, and Lucas invite Ethan to come to his place and play some game. Stupid Lucas doesn't know that Ethan had gone crazy and he would kill anything in his way now. After getting the access card to the Lucas house, Ethan stumbled into a big fat zombie ghoul that Lucas created. And after killing it, Ethan finally reached the so-called game rooms that Lucas wanted him to play. But Lucas' game is so easy because all he do is just try to kill you with some booby trap and some stupid candle challenge. And luckily, Ethan found a videotapes and knows the answer for it. So Ethan keyed in the password, solved the cake puzzle, and survived from the cake bomb attack. Lucas failed to kill Ethan with the bomb cake that he prepared, so he quickly threw another bomb into the room, hoping to kill Ethan that way. But Ethan quickly grabbed that bomb and threw it back to another room, blow up a big hole for him to pass through. Apparently this is a control room where Lucas monitors his game. But Lucas already run away, leaving the D-virus head. And then Ethan finally found Zoe and Mia, who is captive at the dock. Zoe immediately grabbed the material and make 2 serum out, but suddenly Daddy come back for round 5. And this time Daddy is a huge molded monster with a lot of eyes on it. But at this moment Ethan is no longer afraid. He grabs his gun and blow up all the eyes from Daddy, hoping to kill him that way. But Daddy is just too strong, forcing Ethan to use one of the serum on him and finally kills him. But because Ethan has used one of the serum, he was forced to choose to save Mia, the love of his life, or Zoe, the girl who saved him, with the remaining dose of serum. It was a tough choice, but he chose to save his wife and promised Zoe that he will come back for her. And just when Ethan and Mia thought everything finally ends, some black mole appeared out of nowhere and caught Ethan. And now it's time for Mia to save Ethan. Mia quickly runs into the ship, trying to save Ethan, but when she's inside the ship, Mia keeps flashing up some old memories. And then Mia finally remembers that she was actually working on the ship before. She is not an ordinary babysitter. She is a special agent tasked to take care and escort bioweapon to another location. And that bioweapon is a 10-year-old girl named Evelyn. Evelyn have the ability to infect people with black mold virus, turning them into monsters and control them from the inside. And during the transport, Evie was lost control, killing all the people on the ship except Mia, because she actually likes Mia and wants Mia to be her mommy. After the ship sinks, they both wash up to the baker's house. Mr. Baker, the daddy, was a very good man. He saved both Mia and Evie, but he never thought that it would be the end of his peaceful life because his entire family was turned by Evie, making them her own sweet little monster family. So after Mia remembers everything, she found Ethan in the ships and saved him from Evie, but ended up trapping herself in the ship. Ethan became very angry and head back to the house trying to find the little girl, but no matter how he searched, he never see any sign of a little girl. Where is that little girl? But luckily Ethan found some sort of a lab in an abandoned mine near the house, and this lab was actually Lucas using to communicate with the bioweapon company. So all this time Lucas has been pretending in control of Evie, but he was secretly monitoring Evie and reports back to the company. And in the lab, Ethan also found a necrotoxin that could use to kill Evie for good. But still, where is that little girl?
One of us. And then maybe
not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
Ethan head back to the house, keep chasing the shadow of Evie, and when Ethan finally inject the toxin into Evie, all the hallucinations stop, revealing the old lady in front of Ethan. Yes, that grandma that we see from the beginning is Evelyn. But why a little girl turned into a grandma? This is because Evie constantly needed the medication from the company, and if she stopped taking it, she will age rapidly, causing her body to become old super fast than normal human. Mia has been missing for 3 years, and that is why she already roughly a 80 years old grandma. After Ethan injected her with a super serum, Evie did not just die, she instead transformed into a super huge mold monster, forcing Ethan to go full firepower to kill her. But Evie is just too strong. No matter how Ethan shoot, she just won't die. And just when Ethan about to die, someone throw him a super bio bullet, helping Ethan to finally kill Evie for good. After that, a group of soldiers arrive and rescue Ethan and Mia away. And yes, the leader of soldier is Chris Redfield. But all Ethan says to them is just,
The fuck took you guys so long?
So in this story, Baker's family are actually the victims, because on the day Mr. Baker saved Evie and Mia, their life have completely changed because the twisted mind Evie turned the entire family into her little monster family. But actually, little Evie is nothing but just a newborn baby who desperate for family love. She just did it the wrong way because she is a bioweapon programmed by the company. But apparently the human conscious are slowly growing inside of Evie, making her desperate for family love. Alright guys, that's all for the storytelling today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this video, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.